I don't know. Yeah, there you go.
So he's leading right now?
He's leading by 2.
Yeah.
And he's on 13, and Macbeth's on hole 11.
Some dude named Luke Taylor.
I don't know who that kid is.
Never heard of him either. Well, Calvin's in the mix, though.
Yep.
I saw a couple of live cams, and it's really windy there.
And it's going to be really wet tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe so. Could you pass that back there?
Oh, yeah,
I
sorry.
just want to keep.
All right.
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Welcome to Go Pin.
Go Pin.
A little bit of what if Weezer did Come As You Are. That was a good rendition, though. I like that one.
Well, I like him better than Nirvana. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, dude. I was never a big. I was never a big Nirvana fan.
I just like the first album.
I didn't hate him. You like the Bleach album?
No.
Oh, the
I
Nevermind
guess
album.
Nevermind.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Their,
yeah.
Their first big album. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Guess I should.
No, that yeah, that's the first one.
Big Dave Grohl fan, but yeah, never just not a Nirvana fan. I don't. Yeah, just I don't know.
I didn't hate him. I like him better than Pearl Jam.
I was a big Foo Fighters fan, and then
Ouch.
COVID happened, and now I'm not such a big Foo Fighters fan. anymore.
I never have been.
I was,
Never Foo
but
Fighters.
I will say I was really heartbroken when Taylor Hawkins died, though, man.
Yeah, that
That's-
sucked.
You know,
Definitely.
he seemed like just a cool, down to earth guy, you know. But yeah, it does suck.
Just like I used to like Rage Against the Machine, but yeah, apparently,
That's so fucking funny. Rage Against the Machine, and then they're like, fall in line, bitch.
yeah, conform.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
don't rage against.
Anyways.
Don't rage
Yeah.
against all the machines. Okay.
yeah,
No,
Just
don't,
some.
don't do it right now.
yeah.
Just the machines we approve of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll give you a list. Just wait.
Yeah.
But it really, the whole Seattle scene. I mean, there were some really influential and talented.
Alice in Chains
Alice
is
in Chains,
top.
Soundgarden.
Yeah.
I was a
I
big
agree.
Candlebox fan, man. I love Candlebox, man.
Well, I wouldn't put that on the same level or the same category even.
They
as
kind of
Alice
all
in
came
Chains
out,
and-
you know. But
No, I
Were
wouldn't
they
either.
from Seattle?
yeah.
Oh God. They must have grew up in the good part of Seattle.
But then there were.
There is no good part of Seattle. I lived there.
And I was convinced, the same thing happened there that happened in L.A. in the '80s. You know, they were just signing every band. You know,
Yeah.
and they were just basically cookie cutters at the end. You know, and
Yeah.
it happened with that grunge scene to the point that I swear to God, record execs were just riding around, suburbia, finding these kids, making a bunch of noise in their garage, and they're like, "Here, sign here. We'll teach you how to tune that damn thing
That
later."
is probably not that
Angry
far.
Chair.
That's probably
Yeah.
not that far from the truth.
So yeah, just had a
Probably
bunch
not.
of
Yeah.
when that whole thing blew over, I was thankful.
Dude,
No.
Chris Cornell was like the '90s version of Freddie Mercury, man.
Man,
The octaves he could hit. I mean, he could do it all. I mean,
Yeah.
I have
He's
his
one of the
first solo album, Euphoria Morning. Love it. Love that album.
Dude, that dude is.
I like Chris Cornell, but I'm a bigger fan of Lane Staley.
yeah, that's a very good debate
Yeah.
to have over.
I like Lane Staley in the band better than Chris Cornell in his band, but soloist, well, Lane Staley never did that.
No.
Well,
But Chris Cornell, my God, he can sing anything, and it's just drives right
Just
in.
rolls right
You know?
off of.
Yeah.
he didn't do a solo thing, but he did that one collaboration with.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
think Lane Staley
Remember
did
River,
it.
River of Deceit?
Yeah, that
I didn't care for that one.
that was.
I love that tune.
did
man.
you?
Yeah.
Lane Staley did it.
Wake Up was
The
one of my
best
favorite songs
of any
all
grunge
time.
I can't think. What's the
frontman.
name of the band though?
Mad Season.
Yes.
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Mad
Yeah.
Season.
Yes.
That was. He did some of his best music, in my opinion.
That was cool
during
stuff,
That was,
man. That was a great
You
album.
liked it.
Wake Up was a gorgeous
Okay.
song.
Yeah, great album, man.
It's
Great
like
album.
8 fucking
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, not really a solo venture per se. Though.
No,
it was
sir.
Just, it was
Nah,
outside
he would
of
have
his-
never been able to put it together to do it.
But
I don't think, in his condition.
No. I believe you're right.
Dude, I had tickets to see them 3 times, and all 3 times the concert got canceled or postponed or
Matt Season
rescheduled.
or
Yeah.
No, Alice in
Awesome.
Chains.
I've got
because
that.
he
I've
was
got-
sick, you know.
Well,
Russell
there
and I-
was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Russell and I got to see him one time, and
Well,
they're on their.
you got to see him.
Houston was one of the best ones you've
Oh,
ever
it was
seen.
awesome! It was an awesome show.
I bet it was.
At the what was it? What was the name of that place in Raleigh?
Oh God, it was a Switch.
The Switch.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
They were opening up for Extreme,
Yep.
and
Oh wow, that's probably pretty cool.
it was a good show.
That was a long time.
Wow.
If they were
That was-
opening
yes.
act.
They were an opener.
It was on their facelift. They were on their facelift,
Oh, that's a good one.
doing
Well, they had the
all
best.
those.
They had the best MTV Unplugged album, Unplugged show.
Oh my
that
God!
I mean, it's just above and beyond any other.
The crazy thing is listening to him, knowing what state he was in. That was only about what 5 or 6 months before he passed away,
It wasn't that long.
No, it wasn't.
and knowing what state he was in.
He was
and-
fried, man.
Oh yeah,
He was completely baked.
and
Well, they said he shot up just so
Yeah.
he could do the show.
yeah, hmm
Which I never,
small
You
dose.
talking about Unplugged?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew, until I started seeing some, documentary stuff that he was eating alive with stage fright, man. He hated.
didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild because he's so fucking
You
awesome.
know,
Their Unplugged is probably one of my favorite Unplugged.
it is good.
It was
Gosh.
excellent.
Yeah.
I'm for some reason I'm forgetting the name of that song that
What was the opening song on Unplugged for
Nutshell.
yeah,
Yeah,
Nutshell.
Nutshell.
Oh my
That
God.
God, yeah,
Best
that's the one.
rendition I've
He's,
ever
he's
heard.
talking
He was-
about his pain and what he's going through as he's singing it, and he's about to die from it.
Yep.
And he's literally still sitting down in the stool when he starts singing, which
Yeah.
is
He
amazing.
he got out there right at the perfect time to sit down and start singing.
And
Yeah,
he
well,
never moved after that except for his mouth.
Basically,
he
yeah.
almost nodded off a couple times though throughout the.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
see him kind of.
That would have been bad.
but still, you're
That
right.
would have. Yeah, that would have been.
Damn it,
Yeah,
sorry.
it was just it was heartbreaking actually.
Mhm.
But
Well,
yeah.
anyways,
So, anyways, moving on. We were we were talking about crypto, and I'm learning more and more and more because I've never been a crypto guy. But right now, I have 9.
That's why you have money.
I have 9 solo miner lottery Bitcoin miners on the way. And I've been
Jumping right in.
Yeah, the little pocket ones are like
Yeah.
$35 on Amazon, and so I ordered a bunch of these. Yeah, your odds are very slim, but it's kind of cool. It's cool technology, and I'm really diving deep into it to the point that Christian's like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna get 9 too.
Dude, I'm rolling the dice on
Yeah.
these motherfuckers, dude.
Wow.
It's
And you guys
I
are
can't-
just going for Bitcoin, right?
Right
Is that
now,
what
yeah.
you're doing right now?
they only mine Bitcoin to my knowledge, right? Those
do. Now
Yes.
I've already found several others because DP and I had a conversation last night. I found one that mines Dogecoin. I found one that mines Litecoin, which Litecoin really interests me.
Yeah.
That one's sitting at about 114 a coin right now, and there's a lot of it out there. There's a lot.
You know what? And it doesn't even matter what it's selling for. If you're mining the shit, you just sell it at market price, or you just bank it, and when the market goes up, you sell all of it. You don't have to release it onto the market.
is there one that does Ethereum?
No,
No, you
Ethereum,
can't mine
Ethereum cannot be
Ethereum.
mined.
Oh, okay.
Ethereum cannot be mined, but Monero can. And this is an interesting one. This is
That's the one.
that's
Which one?
Monero.
Monero, it's a privacy coin. This one, I was telling Russell about that, and Zcash, which weirdly enough, all right, guys, this is fucking the truth. We're texting, right?
Mhm.
And we're on the phone too.
Yeah, yeah.
But this was a text, and I'm like, well, look at Monero, look at Zcash. I swear to God, this morning, or I didn't look at my X account until lunch break today. It was full of fucking Zcash spam. Mysteriously.
It's nothing mysterious about that.
No, I just he said that to me this morning, and I just said they're always listening, man.
Dude,
I mean,
Do you know how much glioblastoma shit I'm getting on my phone all day long?
Oh,
Or
I imagine, yeah.
I mean, it's crawling all over everywhere. I mean,
that would mean that X could see my text messages and spam me shit that I may be interested in, unless it was just a coincidence.
no.
I mean,
there are no coincidences.
I don't even have to talk on my phone about something. I just talk near my
in
phone.
this case, no.
Well,
And it's
and
just-
the true test for me was years ago. I was talking about one of my favorite guitar players is Jeff Golub, who was the guitar player for Billy Squier. I just loved his stuff, loved his tone. You know, and I've always liked a lot of those underdog guys. You know, Brian Adams, guitar player, Keith Scott, great dude, man, great dude, killer riffs.
Okay.
And so I'm talking about Jeff Golub, and this is as obscure as it gets, right? And the next thing I know, I get up the next day and I start scrolling, and I'm seeing all of these things about, you know, Jeff Golub and Billy Squier, and I'm like, the fuck. I was just talking to somebody about that. That wasn't even a text. That wasn't even
telling
my
you,
phone
man.
was just laying there beside me.
I don't
It happens
know.
all the time.
Thank you,
You know?
NSA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Well, we have that meme up at work, you know, that, you know, be careful what you say, you know, the CIA may be listening. And then here we are today, and you're like, hey, Siri, are you you know, can you give me a fudge cookie recipe or something like that, you know? We now just, it's to the point now I've reached a point in my life that I use the A thing, and I don't really give a shit because I'm just a little speck of dust in a large, noisy storm.
That's how I
Yeah,
look
you know,
at it.
Me too. I'm not
So,
worried in the least.
They're not coming for me.
no. And
They are seeing what I'm doing,
I'm already on somebody's list.
and I can't stop it.
And A is listening
That's
to
it.
you,
Oh, yeah.
even though she
Yeah.
claims
Yeah.
she isn't.
Yeah.
So why do you think they're building all these gigantic data farms? You
Well,
know?
they're collecting as much as they can so they can crush the data and make better AI.
So, and where are they getting all this data from? Oh, by keeping the microphone
just
on your
listening
phone.
to
Yeah,
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. It's, you know.
Now, I got to tell you, I've been somewhat going down the GPT rabbit hole. And
That's
I've been
pretty
in-
cool stuff, man.
Look,
it is.
after this second round of the USDGCs are over, Chat GPT is going to report back to me and tell me who's in the lead, the winning probability of each player in the top 5, and possibly the weather conditions tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Dude, it
Yeah.
can.
I told it to.
There's some
and
really
the
cool things it
thing
can
was
do.
like, I got you, no problem.
well, the new goat mascot, I created that with the what is it, Gemini, the Google AI. You know, so I just told it,
yeah,
make me a stoic, long gray beard, you know, goat, and that's actually the one that came up with. I was like,
Ka-ching.
that's kind of cool. Man.
Turn you
know?
into-
no problem.
So the new goat pen mascot, it's got a monocle, and a bow tie. You
And
know.
if you don't, and I've done this, and if you don't like the picture, I just write unacceptable, and they're like, "All right, I'll get back on it." No,
Well, so the
no
only-
complaining.
Yeah,
Just so you know, I've already asked it for a cure on glioblastoma.
Oh.
It did not come through.
So I'm just curious. Have you looked at any of the, I guess, what's the official, the alternative medicines? You know,
Ivermectin.
ivermectin, methylene blue. You know,
Yeah, there's a couple like combinations of medicines like that from what I've read, I mean, it's sort of pseudoscience on it. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to try. I don't have nothing to lose, but I've seen some testimony from people claiming that it's the end all be all. I could even show you on my comment section on people recommending that, or talk to this doctor because he's a specialist in that and this, and used in combination with other things. But man, God knows, who knows? I mean,
just curious.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
afraid. Yeah, I'm researching my ass off all the time.
Yeah.
So is my wife. And
Sure.
the Viagra thing sounds promising.
dude, I'm telling you, that was so interesting when I found that. And the cool, I've been taking Viagra for years because it's sorry, you can edit that out, Russ, but I'm sure you will. But
I think we'll leave it in.
Viagra works, man. Let me tell you, it works like a dream, and it's easy to get. And I tell you the truth, when I read this article, I started popping my Viagra first thing in the morning, right before my chemo, just to see.
Oh, so you already had some on hand.
Oh, I've got a bottle at home right now. I get 150 pills every 6 months.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Just go to Hims, man. You can get all the Viagra you want, man.
We'll be in a chat one day, and you'll just hear.
Tomorrow, y'all gonna get hit up with Hims spam.
Yeah,
Watch.
probably.
Yeah, but it made sense that since it permeates the blood-brain barrier so easily that because chemo's a poison and that barrier is designed to keep poison away from the brain. So it makes it very hard for the chemo to do its job. So it only makes sense that they would use that. And plus, they've already used it for vascular dementia because it improves blood flow. So I'm like, I'm surprised it took them this long to even, hey, why don't we try Viagra and chemo since it helps the.
In conjunction and
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to see the it's only in phase 1, but still, I can't wait to see the results of that. So, and that's what I'm doing, man. I want to buy enough time to let AI come in and solve that. AI, in my opinion, AI is going to solve so many medical problems. It's going to do some damage, of course.
Well,
but,
yeah, before it wipes out the human race.
yeah,
It's gonna,
maybe,
you know.
but it might keep me alive long enough to see everything else get wiped out.
It's gonna need us around.
God damn it! I want to be around to see the end of the world.
I want to use my survival food, man. I want to eat that shit.
Yeah.
me too.
I spent a lot of money on that shit, a ton of shit,
Oh God.
thousands of dollars on food I'll never get to.
No
I
shit.
mean,
That
damn.
stuff.
AI needs us to be here to pay the power bills.
You're damn right.
That's about all they need us. All they need.
It's like the Matrix, man. It would be their batteries. I mean, plain and simple.
It's
Wow.
but again we actually had an episode.
Wow, the
that
AI
it
might-
wasn't, we didn't publish it.
Might start
But
the
we talked
Matrix.
about it was what was that episode of? It was AI and sex robots.
oh, God.
You know,
Oh,
and that was
yeah.
a
Dude, they've come really
well,
some
so they-
advancements with that
Oh
shit.
boy.
Oh no.
DP
We're going in the ditch, gentlemen.
well, I'm not gonna. I'm
We're
not gonna.
going in the ditch.
I'm gonna keep it between the white
Goat
lines
pins
right
are
now.
dirty.
So.
We're not going to talk about rabbits. are
No,
we?
no,
All right.
especially Norwegian floppy ear rabbits.
Oh.
So one of the things that came up was, you know, since I work in the IT industry, you know, how concerned am I with, you know, the AI boom and stuff? And I said, well, because I think that the voice-driven assistant over here is a complete dumbass. So I'm not scared of it at all at this point. You know,
But taking a job like yours, are you talking about just
no, I'm talking about in general taking over the fucking world. You know. Now, I will. That being said, I will say stuff like what Boston Dynamics is doing is downright scary.
Those robots.
yeah,
They
yeah.
those dog like
Yeah.
looks like a big like Great Dane.
They're creepy.
Could
Dude,
you
now they got bipedals that can actually parkour now, and that's I'm like the
They can do
man.
a fucking.
but they can't flip a hamburger. Have you seen that?
I bet they will be able to one day. They'll probably make a machine. It's a robot, but it looks like a big box, and it's just like.
Well, they had one of those robots doing a demonstration, like in a fast food restaurant, and I mean, he was throwing that fucking food
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
I bet.
It was
Like,
pretty funny, man.
This is just a
But-
prototype,
yeah.
guys. Don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah. There's I forget the name of the company, but there's another channel out there that does spoofs of all the Boston Dynamics stuff, and it is funny.
I saw
It is funny.
I saw one of these motherfuckers walk up to a door and open the doorknob and go through it and close the door behind him. Mm-mm.
They can do some very delicate tasks, which is pretty amazing. I mean, dude, I'll get one.
You do know Skynet is already in place.
I don't doubt that.
That's called Starlink.
Oh,
Damn you, Elon.
I mean, honestly, if that could be Skynet.
It could. It could.
He's got millions of or thousands of satellites going around the Earth.
and Elon, we trust, man. I'm going to get it out there.
I- you know, but some of the stuff that, you know, nowadays that I'm seeing just on Facebook, and it's really exploded, is just all of these AI generated images that are just, you know,
Can't trust shit.
Well, at a moment's glance, you're like, what the really?
It's hard to tell the
And
difference
then you're like,
if you're.
whoa, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah.
lately, there was one on there that the guy was wearing a Makita backpack that had 2 robotic arms, and it was helping him line up a piece of sheetrock. While
Yeah.
he used his free hands, and I'm like, no. That's,
But
I'm
that-
pretty sure
Yeah.
that's,
That does exist.
Doc Ock.
People.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
They can wear these frames.
Well, they're
around their body.
exoskeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen that. But this was an
Yeah.
actual pair of robotic arms that were,
Oh, well, no, I haven't
yeah,
seen
this
that.
was crazy.
You
So
really
that-
got to pay attention to the eyes, the fingers, and the toes.
you know, and
That's
so
where
I'm
they
wa-
tend to get it.
I'm watching that, and then like the next video that I see pop up is a Milwaukee, like a hand drill, except the top of it is a hot dog cooker. And I'm like,
What?
yeah, it was like a hot dog rotisserie roller.
A
you
hand
know?
drill and
And I'm like, where do these people come up with this shit, man? But what's I think what scares me is the amount of people who believe who look at stuff like this. And they're like, man, that's incredible. That's great. You know, and those with, you know, that question everything, you know, you're like, no, what the fuck, man? No.
No.
You know, but then there's other people who are going to buy into this 100%, you know, hook, line, and sinker. That's, you
Nothing,
know,
nothing
that's-
surprises me anymore what people will believe. I mean, that's
you know, yeah, it is amazing, absolutely amazing. But so, yeah, we're going back. Wow, that.
you ever
train-
notice
that
like the
train
AI,
derailed.
the AI images of women? They all will look the same. Like if you ask it to make a pretty, you know, voluminous female, a lot of them will look similar to each other. There's this one that goes on Facebook, and you can always tell because they look like they're all like twin sisters, but with different color hair. Perfect everything, but the eyes and the face, everything looks similar, like they're genetically related or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed about the AI images of females.
One of the biggest problems that, you know, and this is in the movie industry is, I think you're going to see more and more of bygone actors almost being resurrected. The problem I've always had with that, like when they did Rogue One, they did, you know, Peter Cushing, you know, Grand Moff Tarkin, they did Princess Leia. There's a problem with that, and I don't know if you guys have ever really watched how they do that stuff. So it's basically an actor, and then they just CGI, you know, this old actor's face on top of that. The problem is you look and you're like, their eyes are dead. Their eyes are just completely dead.
Yeah.
There's no life, no
No-
light, no life.
yeah.
You know, and I'm wondering if AI is going to fix that.
Pluck our eyes out, so he can't tell
You
the
know,
difference.
Pretty eyes.
Remove his eyes
Yeah.
ASAP.
But then, yeah, you watch some of the deepfake technology out there, and that's some scary shit, man.
It is.
That is.
You,
So
They,
you're already seeing the government step in and you know, enact these laws, you know, that you know, you cannot, you know, politically anyways, you cannot spoof, you know, of course I saw nothing but that during the last election, but you know,
I mean, think of all those fake videos of Russ. I got to tell you
That's
something,
enough, yeah.
man. That is a fucking heavy looking ashtray. That is a head splitter.
that is, yeah,
What is
It
that?
could be.
That's got to be what, 8 pounds?
I don't want quite that much.
No,
That'll hold a lot
about
of
3.
cigarettes.
It will.
Yep.
It does.
That belongs on my porch.
I don't even know why it's out here. I don't smoke out here.
It's like a
anymore at all.
once a month dumper right there because it takes so long to fill it up.
That's like
Russell-
something you used to see in like the A&W restaurants.
That used to sit next to the to Russell's chair in the house, and he could fill that up in one evening.
Yep, pretty much.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And now I
Impressive.
smoke less than, I don't know, 8-10 cigarettes a day.
That's fantastic.
That
dude.
is.
That's.
Dude.
I mean, anything you can do to get down lower.
Well,
on
I mean, the
count.
vaping helps.
Yeah.
You know, it really it does take the edge off. I will say that.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not the same old familiar
no,
as
no.
a cigarette, and there's a lot of mental shit that goes on with that.
Sure.
But yeah,
Well,
that's good.
before all this shit, the lozenges were doing me a lot of help, but now I'm 2 packs a day, man. I've never smoked so much in my life.
Dude, it
It's
got
nonstop.
So for the you smoked. You know, at the point, you know, I would smoke 2 packs, 2.5 packs a day. You know, you reach a point where you literally get nicotine sickness. You know, your head starts to fucking
Yeah.
hurt. You know, and
you
you
get
just
like
feel like
gagging
shit.
nauseous.
Yeah. And I just, man, I don't ever want to go back to that again, ever.
My problem is I don't have nowhere to go. I'm stuck in
and
the
I
same
know,
place
I know.
all day doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what else do you do?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in and one thing that's helping me is I'm in an environment now. I can't smoke at work anymore. They banned all smoking on campus. I can't, you know, I do these international trips, 16 hours in the air, can't fucking smoke. You know, most of the airports you can't smoke.
Fuck.
You know,
that's
so
where the lozenges come in.
well, I wear patches for those.
Oh.
I
They
have-
gave me patches in the hospital. Didn't do anything. I'm like, I'm about to smoke this thing. Y'all better give me something stronger. I'm gonna roll this up and light it up. So
I think I'm
like-
actually starting to want a cigarette. We need to.
yeah,
I'm
we
joking.
need to
I'm
end this
joking,
and go
guys.
burn one.
yeah.
Just
can,
joking.
can we
No.
pause for a second? Because we're talking about
we
nicotine
can
too much.
We're going to be right back after a word from our commercial sponsor.
Who is Nikki? Who has informed me that she loves Sasha.
No, did you send her a
I
pic
said
or something?
the pic of
Video?
Sasha
We'll be right back.
when she put her paw on my arm.